Hello again, my name is Rodney Reynolds, and this is yet another video review. Today I will be looking at the Lian PC-61 case. Take a look on the outside of this case here first. On the front here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1/4 inch bays. You have your power on and off right here, your reset right here. These are your LEDs for your hard drive as well as your power. Also right here we have 1, 2, 3. This is 3.5 inch bays. On the bottom right here we have a new and improved flip for the 4 USB connections. At the back of this case, at the very top, we have a removable power supply plate. This plate actually is installed with 2 simple thumb screws right here and right here. This would be actually mounted and installed onto your power supply. So what I will do is mount this piece. This is the piece that's attached to the Lian case, and this now gets attached to your power supply. Screw this on, then mount this back in the case. One thing you have to make sure of before buying a Lian case or buying a power supply is that the power supply would fit into the case. In this situation, I'm using an iQute power supply. This is the iQute 4 power supply. This power supply does not fit into this case. Let me now attach it to another power supply and show you how this actually slides in. Now simply take this whole module and slip it in, screw these convenient thumb screws on, and your power supply is very easily seated. As you saw before, the iQute did not really fit into this case, and some of the Enermacs as well have troubles because they actually have a fan that's on the bottom of the power supply, so it is impossible really to slide that in. Of course, you can get around that by going on the inside, fitting it in through the inside like you used to do on the old cases or the standard cases. However, again, be forewarned that when you're trying to fit a power supply in the back like this, which is very convenient to do, you really want a standard power supply. Also here at the back we have an exhaust fan. This does exhaust hot air, located in a great spot at the very back at the top. Of course, a lot of power supplies these days as well does exhaust air, so you really have good ventilation there out of the back of your case. Right here is where the keyboard, the mouse, the USB, the parallel ports, the COM ports, maybe some sound and so on, located in this area. Right here is where the video cards, the sound cards, the Ethernet cards, FireWire cards that are connected to your motherboard would be installed. Inside the case, probably one of the first things you'll see is that there is protection here for some of the sharp edges that are on this aluminum case, so you will not cut yourself. Certainly a very good idea. You can put some hard drives down here as well. This unit right here is removable. Just take out 2 of these thumb screws right here, and once that's done, of course, you can remove this area completely. Very convenient to put it back in as well. With this case as well, you have connections. You have the connectors for the USB at the very front. There's 4 of them, and you also have the motherboard connections to the case right here. Things like speaker, hard drive LEDs, power LEDs, reset, and power switches. And with most Lian cases, they have the very convenient motherboard pull-out tray. You just remove 4 screws here and their thumb screws in the back, and you just proceed to pull. And of course, once that's out, you can install a new motherboard or maybe replace your existing motherboard. Once that's done, bring it back to your case, wherever your case may be, slip it back in. Once it's back in, of course, connect all the appropriate connections, and this certainly does make installing a motherboard or maybe even installing a CPU cooler or replacing a cooler very convenient. Let me have a look at the front inside panel on this Lian case. Most Lian cases come with a removable front. Remove it from the bottom first, then proceed to pull at the top. Very simple to do. Inside of here you'll see that there is a filter. This filter is in front of 2 intake fans. these intake cool air into the case. These fans as well have controls, high, medium, and low settings for the spin for the intake. Very good feature there. Also, we have a removable rack. This is the rack which houses the 3.5 inch. Remove 3 thumb screws, one here, here, and here, and very simply take this out and install new hard drives or any other devices that you want to. Bring it back, pop it back in, screw the thumb screws back in, and voila. Overall, another great case by Lian. Of course, the only real difference between this case and the standard PC-61USB is the color. Of course, this one is black. But overall, again, great construction. Very, very few sharp edges, if any at all. As well, you have solid aluminum construction, which means that the case will perform better in the sense of temperature. You'll get probably 2 to 5 degrees Celsius drop in temperature depending on where your case is. So overall, another great case. The only negative to any Lian case really is the price, and of course this one is expensive. That is probably not so much as a deterrent to some as others. Of course, price is always an issue. However, consider this: if you want a really awesome case, you can't go anywhere else. Lian has certainly put together yet another excellent package here. Overall, I give this a 9 out of 10. Again, my name is Rodney Reynolds, and this has been another video review. Be sure to check back very soon. I will have a brand new video review for you then. Also, be sure to check out my website at www.3dgameman.com, and while you're there, be sure to check out the forums, because in the forums you can leave comments, suggestions, and you can find out more detailed information about this particular product and others. Until the next time, take care.